Hey guys, what's going on? Maya Elious here, and today's question is, do webinars still really work? Now, this question makes me laugh because I hear arguments on both sides, and oftentimes I hear people saying webinars don't work anymore, they simply don't work for me. And those people that are saying that are the people who probably haven't had any formal training in sales. My experience with webinars has been great, but not only just my experience in teaching my clients to use webinars has allowed them to generate $20,000 to $80,000 with their launch. Now, what's important to understand about webinars is that webinars don't work just because it's a webinar. It's the delivery of the webinar that works. Because whether you decide to do a webinar, or if you decide to do a live 3-day challenge, or you decide to do an in-person event, it's all about the delivery. And so, what I teach my clients is that one, you have to build a trusted audience who actually cares to show up to the webinar. Oftentimes, people that think that webinars don't work, it's because they haven't built that trust to even build up an audience to get people to the webinar. The second thing is when they do get people to the webinar, they're either over teaching or they're teaching in a way that's boring and it doesn't create any connection and people are not finding the value. When you're doing it correctly, you've already built trust and then you invited a group of people who already trust you to watch the webinar and they're excited to be engaged. Once they're on the webinar, you have to do some storytelling, you have to do education, and you have to do selling. And you have to figure out the balance of how to deliver all of that information. Once you master that balance, webinars can work really well for your business. It's not about the webinar, it's how well you teach and perform and deliver your webinar. So if you're wanting to have a launch that generates 20, 30, 40, even upwards of $80,000, I encourage you to learn how to master webinars. And if you want to learn from me, you can apply to work with me at builttoimpact.com/accelerator.